Hello and welcome back to another Jon Zherka Riz analysis and why he's pretty good at it, why women like him. Okay, let's jump straight into it. This is part 3, so if you haven't seen the other 2 parts, make sure you watch them. Let's go.
So I'm wondering now, what is a turn on for you? Is it like when the man opens the door?
You see how slow he's talking?
No, 'cause I feel like
And look, he's not even looking at her right now. So it's kind of allowing her to open up a little bit more. Again, though, I wouldn't advise looking away on a date. So obviously, I think it's just because he's got a screen.
when she just opened the door anyways.
Like, what's something I can do to like stimulate clitoral stimulation?
So now he's changed the question. What's something that he can do specifically? So again, like I've said numerous times, he's making it about her and him. Like it's like they're in their own little bubble. And he's used clitoral stimulation as kind of, it's like an exaggerating way. If he said to turn you on, it would be a bit weird. But because he said it in such a strange way, she can't help but just kind of be a little bit confused and kind of accept it.
And you said opening the door.
Yeah, maybe closing the trunk. It's like a rapist. Like, I'm kidding. Yeah, okay.
So again, like I said, he's very exaggerated in everything that he does.
Okay, I'm actually
said-
getting harassed to go to the liquor store right now.
By who? I'll fucking fight them
Sandra.
right now. Who?
Alessandro.
Text him. He has to come down and.
And now, so she's saying that she has to go to the shop to buy some alcohol. He's being very kind of protective about her. I don't think she likes it, but also I think she generally has to go. But let's see if she actually does. I don't think she will.
Take you off of her. Say out, he has to rip my hands off your tits.
Okay, also
Thank you,
that is
Base.
this kind of-
So she liked that. She said that's kind of hot because he said the other guy has to rip Zerka's hands off her tits. Again, he's very dramatic, but it works. I mean, the reason why it works as well is that, so they've been talking for about 7 minutes, right? And in that time, we've seen the build-up happening, okay? And she's been basically accepting everything he's saying, even jumping on a few ideas too. So that's why he's able to push it a little bit further, a little bit more, to the point where I think she well, obviously she likes him because she likes what he just said, and it was very, very sexual. It's because he's been able to build up to this point.
Yo, we are getting along. We just met 5 minutes ago, chat, and there's something about people from my hometown that's like, it's such a turn on. Like,
How have we not met before? So now she's getting a bit interested. She's been given shitty one-word answers, but now she's asking a couple of questions, so that's kind of nice.
maybe we have. Maybe I tried to fuck you when you were underage.
Look at her face there, shocked. Like, again, oh my god, I can't believe he just said that. But to be honest, compared to some of the other stuff he said, I don't think she's that shocked.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're like older.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Have you ever used fake ID?
Why?
Yeah.
Again, there's no real logical method or way to go with the conversation. I'm sure because he's just said that, she's just said, oh, because you're older. Now it's like, older, that means you're younger. Wait a minute, young people sometimes have fake IDs. Let's ask about that.
You're 23, I'm 29, so we never met. Unfortunate. I'd love to take you to Cabana. You wanna
That's
go?
so romantic.
That's how I used to work. That was the last club I worked at.
Cabana must be a club in that city, which isn't very good apparently.
And are you a Jew?
No.
Again, logic, no logic.
Okay. So I'm wondering, do you believe in God?
No.
Okay, these one-word answers gotta stop.
So that's it. Good. He's calling her out on the one-word answers because she's being a little bit like that. But I don't think she's doing it out of non-interest. I think she's just playing it very cool, aware of the cameras around, and I think that's just how she is, to be honest. Anyway,
What do you believe?
I don't really believe in shit.
Okay.
Religious?
Yes. Jesus is king. That's your God. That's who's sending you to hell if you don't stop.
Right, I forgot you were talking about Christ.
Now hold on. Let's say you were my bitch, and you
okay, not my girl, not my lover, not my whatever, my bitch. Again, it's the shock factor.
lived in my penthouse. Would you quit your
So bitch, negative, penthouse, positive.
OnlyFans for me? Like just hover around the house, maybe like a house cat. Don't actually work.
Yeah,
You do that?
yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you would. You look greedy.
No, I'd love to just hover around the penthouse like a cat.
Yo, chat. One in the chat if we would have amazing sex.
Oh, he's putting the thing off her and him again. And he's not even looking at her. She's, busy on her phone as well, texting. At this point, he should really call her out on her phone again.
That's all it takes. Do I have game? Be honest.
Yeah.
Now he rolls up the sleeves. It's just because he's confident and he's just smooth about it and he doesn't care. So some people could say that's showing off. It's a little bit, but
Dude, it's like talking to Siri, bro. It's like these one-word answers.
he's calling her out again on the one-word answers, but in a jokey way.
Siri talks more than this bitch.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, you're too pretty to be one-word answering us, so
That's a nice compliment because actually it is actually a fairly nice one, and it's probably a bit of a shock for her as well because she must be like, oh that was really nice. He's being nice, but she also knows she needs to be on edge.
what do you look like without makeup? Do you have a photo? Can I see?
That's actually a good question to ask girls as well because they generally they're going to be like, ew, no, like I'm not going to show you if they're interested.
Yeah.
All right, here we
I
go.
think.
I'll lose my lunch. Kidding.
So actually,
Good
she's
blue
going to
eyes.
show him.
A blue eyes white. Oh. Are all women whores? Like that.
Okay, I'll send you a picture.
You don't even have my number. What the fuck, nigga? Do you like saying hard R N-word?
No.
You ready?
So again, in the end, she didn't show him a photo, and I think that's because, well, she must have a few photos of like not much makeup, but I don't think she wants to show him because she's a little bit, she doesn't want to give her, let's say, her natural side just yet, in case he doesn't like it. And he was actually joking around about not liking it just a minute ago, so yeah.
The initiation.
So, like, is this live right now?
No, it's just a GIF. It's like a rolling GIF. That chat's not real. You can fuck. Because I'm practicing for the.
Again, like he's he's just saying very overt things, and she accepts it because he kind of disguises it in comedy as well. Look,
We can fuck.
we can fuck. Okay, what the fuck? That's kind of very forward
On camera.
on camera. Okay, and again forward. She's looking at him. He's holding eye contact.
I'm kind of busy right now because I'm
I'm kind of busy right now, and looks away. So he's kind of dismissing it as well.
practicing for the real podcast with Joe Rogan. You know Joe?
Yeah.
What do you think of Joe Rogan?
And he's obviously saying that as a way to kind of say his value, let's say.
Well, I don't really have any thoughts.
Who did your ink? Is that Pitt Meadows? AJR?
What? No, I got it done in Vancouver and Indonesia.
Why were you in that shithole?
In Indonesia or Vancouver?
Indonesia. No, Vancouver has some white people.
That's fucked up.
Master race.
That's fucked up.
Again, so Jon Zherka's game is very like shock factor. He says what he wants, but girls respond to it because it's an emotional response that she gives with it. Whether it's good or bad emotional response, there is a response,
No. You know,
and you want a response from a girl.
It's my nigga.
Yo,
I'm kidding. Stay.
And look, so he just pushed it a little bit too far, and she's still laughing, but she was like, she kind of threatened to leave. And then he said, I'm kidding. Okay. So this again, that's pretty good to do. If you push it too far, just say you're kidding, and then move on quickly. I think that's what he'll do.
Stay here. I gotta shave. But so
There you
like, I'm
go.
wondering like, what
Moving on.
inspired you to get those tattoos? They're just absolutely enchanting. I love them.
And I bet no one's ever said to her before, absolutely enchanting about her tattoos. So it's just using vocabulary that no other guy would use to make him stand out.
Oh, thank you. I don't know. I really wanted a tiger tattooed on my arm, so.
Is it on your hand too? May I see your hand?
Now this is a great excuse to touch her hand again. He's touched her hand at the beginning when they shook hands, and now this is a very good idea to start building up a little bit of physical touch. And to be honest, actually, what he could do, or I mean, it's camera, it's just a podcast, it's not a real date. But if you guys were on a real date, and I would always recommend not to sit in front of the girl, sit next to her. But if for some reason you've managed to be in front of her now, then you can stand up and be like, oh, let me just check out your tattoos. Let me get a little closer look. Move up. And get her to move up and then sit down next to her. But remember, guys, always go to places with sofas so you can sit next to the girl.
Hey. How much do you weigh?
So, holding hands, physical contact. I mean, I think she likes it because you can see the size of his hand compared to hers.
Funny.
Yeah, you do. You know how much I weigh?
I don't.
So, again, it's the way he's saying it is very sexual.
I'm fucking 255.
Wow.
God snap you, get the fuck away from me.
I would snap you, get the fuck away from me. So I would snap you is extremely sexual. For those who may not understand it, it basically means I will destroy you in the bedroom. And then he dismisses that idea by saying, get the fuck away from me. So it's push, pull.
But honestly,
You're so romantic.
I actually am.
You're so romantic. That's a bit of a shit test. Because she's testing to see if he's like, no, like, I promise I am, blah, blah. But he's not, he's just like, actually.
Right, but I've never ate pussy, is that bad? Do you like monkey?
And you see how I mean, again, I wouldn't recommend this to this degree, but he's keeping the conversation sexual.
There's a first for everything.
Oh, God. No, I don't consent. Do you like that when the guy's a munch, like on all fours? You like him on all fours? Just
Okay, I'm gonna go drink champagne.
So she's saying that she has to go and drink champagne. Let's see how Zherka reacts to that, because Zherka wants her to stay. I mean, I think generally speaking, for the conversation now, for content, it's good for her to stay. But let's see how he deals with it.
You said you're going to the store, nigga.
He left without me.
Okay, so the friend left without her. 1 second, with this fucking siren. Alright. So, anyway, so the friend actually left without the girl. So, obviously, when she was texting before, she must have been saying, no, I'm going to stay here, just go to the store without me. So, I think she planned that. I think she wanted to stay with Zherka. That's a good...
This is wine, but champagne is on.
What are you going to drink alone up there? No one's even here.
Everybody's upstairs.
Who's everybody? She's going to stay
you're
with
the
them.
only one that's sitting down here by yourself. I came to go to the garage and ran into you.
Well, hold on. Do you mind if I have a cigarette and you just talk to my boys? Just answer
I do mind.
No, please.
No, I do mind.
Chat, ask her softball questions. She's such a
Are
sweetheart.
we both gonna leave at the same time?
No. Just talk to them. Let me have a cigarette.
Put it on pause.
How? Hey, Chad, pause.
So she wants to leave, and she's actually getting up now. But he's still trying to get her to stay. Again, in a non-serious way. He's not like, please sit down, I want to talk to you. No, she's like, talk to my chat, do this. So he's the girl wants to leave, and he's keeping it chill, like he's not that.
Okay. No, stay. They're gonna ask you what's your favorite color. There. What's your favorite color? Sit.
Blue. Okay.
And she goes.
For vengeance, I'm gonna get her pregnant.
Okay, and you see how Jon Zherka is even without a girl there anyway. But yeah, that was basically the end of the analysis of that. The points we can take from that is that he speaks slow, he says what he wants with no filter, he also manages the interaction correctly, he leads the interaction, it's not logical. And if he pushes it too far, he's able to not able to kind of, how can I say it, go back a few steps to make the girl feel comfortable again. The only difference between a weirdo and someone like this is that a weirdo doesn't know that he's pushing it too far. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. Yep, well, see you in the next video.